I'm Urza47, and this is episode number 11 of the Internet Witnesses Urza Playing the Witness. Last episode, we did the puzzles in the treehouse and got yet another laser beam. We can see now here. We are up to now a total of, it looks like 5 of them. Yes, 5. 6. Some of them are starting to run together. And also this one, oddly multicolored. Like you can see the color changing slightly. Yeah, it's definitely changing. It's not as a result of my movement either. Okay, so the next puzzle is inside this castle here. Specifically, in here, we have to do the other puzzle with all the shapes in it that we avoided last time because we didn't know how to do the shape puzzles. So this is the first one. Solve the second one as well. And this led us to this puzzle here that we've yet to figure out because of the whole right. This isn't something you can just draw traditionally. You have to like figure out what the solution is on this screen and then like walk it through on this platform. So let's first figure out what the solution is and then figure out how we're going to draw it. Obviously this line here has to be a part of the solution because that's where you can't not step on that piece. So this up here, most obviously this needs to be segmented. And because there's no rotation going on, this bottom piece here has to be either this or this. So we can't, they're not going to be able to be touching. So definitely we need to segment this and something like this. So if we did this, yeah, that would work. Okay, so we have to do this. Okay, this segment here that I'm facing has that piece, so I have to move this way. And step here, and then go up, over. Oh, there's a problem. This piece of wood here is blocking the path that I need to take. See, what I want to do is go up here and then over. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that. This segment right here is not one that can be traversed. Oh, also I have this backwards. Yeah, we can just try it. I'm done. I have this backwards. So we need to do... Step on this, because that has to happen. If we want to segment it this way, thus putting it all the way here in the corner, then we need to do this. Right, it needed to be this. Because we can't actually do it this way and still use this segment. It would have, if we wanted to do this corner, it would have to be something like this. We can't do that because we have to use this piece. Therefore, like, we would have to do something like this up and around. But you can't make that work. Because you would need to use an upward piece here. Let me demonstrate on the screen by stepping on it. You would need to do this. And obviously the only way that you can have this L-shaped piece is then by doing that. And thus end up with something like this. But you can't actually close that piece off. So therefore, it must be this. So we'll go ahead and trace it now. Try to actually do it correctly this time. Right, so what happened was we went this way, go around, and then to here and up. That's how you can get this. The problem, however, is that you can't traverse this piece here. At least I don't think you can. I suppose I should go and try to do that. Okay, you can actually step on it, but you can't go around on it like you need to. Like, I can't get up to... What I need to do is activate these pieces here. But I'm not able to... Oh, yes, I am able to do that. We just have to be clever about it. Okay. Very nice. Okay, this one's going to be a bit more challenging because these pieces are rotatable. And there are also 2 exits. I'm also vaguely curious what is down here. Just an alternate entrance. I've already done these puzzles. These are like the shadow puzzles. I'm going to briefly putter around out here and make sure I didn't... Because I remember there being a place where... I don't think this is it. There was a place where I, like, did several puzzles and then got cut off. Like, there was something that locked me out. I wanted to make sure that that wasn't a way to get back in, but that's not it. Okay, so the start position is down here in the corner. Ooh. I take that back. There's 2 start positions. And there's also pretty good freedom of movement. If I start from here, I can actually just walk the entire path because there are no obstacles within the grid like there were over there that prohibits me from just stepping on it. So if that is the actual start location, then it does not matter the mapping here. I can just trace whatever path and then do it. Let's erase this and go back to... Oh! Oh! Oh, hold on a second. I know what's going on here. This is one of those puzzles. Because it's in blue. I remember this blue color pattern from an earlier puzzle. This is one of those puzzles where there's actually two lines and they have to go opposite each other. So what's going to happen is this is going to go down. Oh, and I can't do that. Oh, my goodness. Okay, this got really interesting. Yeah, I can't just do something like... something like that. At least I think this is one of those puzzles. That would explain why there's 2 starts and 2 exits. Alright, so the solution has to be something like this. Oh, and it's not a flippable thing, it's oh shoot, this is... Hold on a second. Let me just take a peek over here and see what's going on. That's just the exit straight up. Oh my goodness, here's a secret little puzzle. Again, I'm not sure what the purpose of those is. Anyway, I have to figure out what the... So I'm pretty sure this is one of those puzzles. Where the, as soon as I step on one of these... So this is a hollow, and the center is... Yeah, as soon as I touch one, it touches the other one. Oh, and that's why the whole thing... I was wondering, because I didn't think I actually ran across the whole thing here. If I step on this piece... Right! Yeah, it's working exactly the way I thought it would. They're filling out opposite each other. Unfortunately, it means you can't do... this, because we'd touch each other here, and we can't do that. So what if this one were like this? Whichever way they're rotated, they have to be rotated the same way. Clearly. So it's I have to figure out whether they're going 3 high or 2 high. If they're going 3 high... you can't actually do this. Whoops. You can't actually put it here because it doesn't cover up this piece. You'd have to do this. Yeah, that's not working. If you did it like this, the inverse would be this. And obviously, you can't have them touching like that because it's not going to work. The ideal solution would be like this. Let me illustrate it. But that's wrong, obviously. Oh, it even fills it in black for you. Yeah, that's not right. Because you can't flip it, you can only rotate it. I wonder if you can do... I'm just experimenting a little bit at this point, but... See, as soon as you do this, then... the actual solution would look something like this. I'm pretty sure this is like not even a valid... Yeah, no, you can't. Unfortunately, you can't do this. Although this does actually See, this is what would happen if you tried to put this on its side like this. So clearly they need to be a maximum of 2 height. So if it's lying in this shape, then this wouldn't work because they would touch at this vertex. And that's a no-go. Oh, there's an idea. These pieces need to be combined. Oh shit, that doesn't actually work. I was thinking if you could do this, that would be great, but you actually can't because... Now, what needs to happen is if these are like this, oh, yeah, you just, it seems very simple all of a sudden. You just do this. Indeed. You don't have to do something funny. You just do the pattern I made before, but without those extra lines in the center. Of course you combine them. That's how it makes... That's the only way it makes sense. And then here's this... Here's this shortcut I opened. Right, so now we take this pathway upstairs. detouring here to make sure there isn't something to do. I've missed. Not finding one, we will continue. Get the stairs up to the bell tower. Oh, that's amusing. It's all 4 little sub-puzzles in one. Okay, we're going to take a photograph of this on my phone. Make this a little bit easier. Like so. And now we'll step back to the puzzle here. All of a sudden this is like not the same. Not exactly the same puzzle as before because the gates don't line up. Yeah, because this needs to do... Maybe it's not actually as a one-to-one solution like I thought it was. Probably just do like this. That gets us over to here. Oh crap, yeah, we can't then do it. Oh, we can do that. That works. This sake. Okay, this is way harder than I thought it was. Let's forget the old solutions. We're just going to do this over again. Let's try this. Remember, I can't use hold on a second. Before we get to the blacks and whites. This piece here is that was a wrong solution for a lot of reasons. Oh my, this puzzle is not just a straight duplication of these 4 sub-puzzles beneath it. One thing, it doesn't have the same duplicating pattern as this blue one does. 2 lines being drawn at once. We're gonna take this path, and this path has to be taken. This piece here is legitimate so far. Yeah, it has to be something like this. I feel like this has to happen that way. Seems really hard. For the record, I really hate these shape puzzles. Okay, that gets us all of those pieces solved. Only problem now is I have to go all the way up and around and get back to the exit. Seems exceedingly difficult. That fails for a variety of reasons. Yeah, I'm convinced I have to like do something under here. That? Oh, it doesn't freaking fit. Okay, shit. I was about to say that was brilliant, but it doesn't actually, Well, even if it did, I'd have to get this piece somehow, but that's pretty reasonable. Okay, so according to the photograph of the solution down there, I have to do something like this. But I can't go through here, so this isn't going to work. We're good so far, but this segment here is going to pose problems for this guy later on. See, now I have to put this for a cross piece in, and there's no way to fit it. Unless we did something like, oh, I don't know, this. You can combine it with that other piece. Then combine it with this piece. There we go. What did this do? Seemingly nothing. Oh, come on. I just did this really hard puzzle. There's no payoff, no laser beam. I don't understand it. What does this puzzle do? There's no wire coming out of it. Doesn't seem to have done anything. That's demoralizing. That was an hour or so of wasted effort. Doing a puzzle that apparently didn't need doing. I guess right now, because I'm not sure which... Hold on. Let's go back. Out this way. Let's find our way to a boat. Try to. How do I get in this place? How do I get out of here? What's the exit look like? Just go this way. I guess we'll go to the top of the mountain over there and see where we stand overall. Because we've done 7 of these. There are 7 laser beams going in. Maybe the rainbow lines like indicate that we've done them all. I can't remember exactly how many there are. So before we do that, I want to go back to the window and go to that underground area. Oh, actually, this place here. This is one we haven't done yet. This is something we need to do. This makes more sense. Right. Some of these places, like this thing, I think we can actually do this puzzle now. So these have to be paired off. And these all have to be... Okay, so let's see here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So that's like 3/5 of the available area in here. Alright, so that means 10, 7... One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 total area. So we have in here now 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One smaller like this. Smaller. Alright, so right now it's 20. I need to take 5 of them out. That's 17. I need to cut 2 off. I didn't segment this other 2 here. This should work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, great. Now, what's the significance of what's going on? Oh, we're going in the basement, apparently. Stereo that's apparently broken. Soundproof booth. I'm hearing a loud, high-pitched sound that's barely audible. I'm not sure if it's the game or it's something in real life. Probably real life. Shame, I'm not sure how to do this puzzle with the speaker broken. No way, did I just totally randomly guess that? This thing just totally... Okay, this thing just accepts any answer. Oh, 1, 2... Oh, the size of these indicates an ordering. I see what's going on. Level up, down, level. No? I don't understand the relationship between these two panels. Maybe it's the opposite of this? Okay, it will yell at me if they're wrong. I don't understand it. Maybe I'll come back to that one after I get some clue. Possibly. Oh, this just goes up to the ladder. Okay, there's literally nothing else in here until I figure that other puzzle out. Definitely some sound related puzzle, but hell if I know what the hell any of this means, because the speaker's broken. I don't think you can do this. See, this looks kind of like a sound wave. But as soon as I do that, it like takes this answer away. Little up, down, down. I don't understand it. Maybe I'll come back to this one. It feels like there's a piece to it that I'm missing. Just walking around in circles. I have to go up that ladder to get up. Right, so I have to activate that to go to the upper level. And it's not at all clear how to actually go about doing that. In the meantime, I guess we'll try doing this puzzle. So if you have to do these in pairs, I'm not sure why the purple and red have an odd number of each. I feel like I didn't really learn this different colored pattern thing. But I'm not sure why that was not being accepted. Maybe I need to like rewatch one of my episodes in which I did these and see if I can remember what the rule for these are. Because I don't remember. It's been so long since I've done this. I know that you need like 2 each. But that doesn't make any sense, because for 2 of these colors, there's actually 3 of them. Where's this door lead anyway? It goes in here, and I suspect that is significant because there's some kind of light thing going on that enables me to solve that other puzzle. The sun is coming down this way. This thing definitely powers the first door. I don't have any idea how this works at all. Opening this outer door here probably has something to do with it, though. This thing was fine because there were the 6 of these. I don't know. I guess I'll come back to that one. So unsatisfying. I've done. I feel like this is the only puzzle left, and I'm still nowhere close to actually getting all of the pieces I need for it. See, I got 1, and there's like 1 here I haven't done. Okay. This one here, I think we can... There we go. So that's 2 down. That's something, I suppose. Unfortunately, that still leaves us 2 to go, and I'm absolutely stumped on both of them. I feel like this is something I can reasonably solve, but I feel like I don't know what the rule is for these. Actually is. Maybe I need to go back to that other place. How do I go back to that other place? Where is that other place? I'll go back to the other place later. There's another place I want to explore underneath this windmill. Probably between this episode and the next one, I'll review the tape from the last couple episodes and see if I can remember what the deal is with those colored star things. I'm annoyed that I still haven't opened this door. Unless I don't know what the purpose of it is. There's apparently still 3 of these... 3 of these things I haven't seen. Let me make sure there isn't some screenshot I've taken that's not... Yep, I only have the 3. Okay. I was looking at my Steam screenshots in case that was relevant somewhere. Okay. So anyway, we have... Here a puzzle that seems doable. Naturally, this has to be the first move. And there are 2 of those forgiveness pieces. So two of these... 2 somethings are going to be forgiven. Oh, actually, it's... Oh, no, that's not going to work. This has to forgive something. And that has to forgive something. Cute. But I wonder why there's 2 different puzzles here. Is this like a... I'm mildly... I feel like I've attempted this puzzle a number of times before. This puzzle is a lot more difficult because of this bottom piece here. I'm not sure these black dots actually mean anything because they're white dots to accompany them. That's this. So I need extra area. That counts as extra area, but I don't think it's good enough. What if it's something like... this to get this. I have no idea. Alright, that just leads us here. Okay, I guess since we're here, we'll work our way back to the... that one place. Try to reacquaint ourselves with the star thing. Castle there. Maybe I should visit that place too. Maybe there's a clue there as to how the sound thing works. Stop right there. Goes around the bend. No? Is there like more to it I didn't see? Ah, that's where it goes. Ooh, it does one of those things. Oh, okay. I see where it goes. Okay. There we go. Ooh, that yellow box there looks like another laser beam I haven't opened. Oh, well, anyway, here we are at the sound puzzle. Well, since we're here, I guess we might as well take a look-see. And then I want to look in there, but we'll do that in a moment. That thing there looks like a puzzle I haven't done. I'm not sure how I would do it either. Oh, I have to like go around here. See it? Like that, no? Okay, sure. What's down here, I wonder? Oh, no, just way around to this place. Anything fun on the beach, maybe? Maybe some good old-fashioned exploring this order. I don't think I've been in here. Struggling to get the chalice, but at the same time, it's... That it looks like you're already doing something different. Don't seem to be any keys or recordings or anything in here. Oh. There's one.
O Lord God, helper of those who seek you, I see you in the garden of paradise, and I do not know what I see, because I see nothing visible. I know this alone, that I know that I do not know what I see, and that I can never know. I do not know how to name you, because I do not know what you are. Should anyone tell me that you are named by this or that name, by the fact that one gives a name, I know that it is not your name. For the wall beyond which I see you is the limit of every mode of signification by names. Should anyone express any concept by which you could be conceived, I know that this concept is not a concept of you, for every concept finds its boundary at the wall of paradise. Should anyone express any likeness and say that you ought to be conceived according to it, I know in the same way that this is not a likeness of you. So too, if anyone, wishing to furnish the means by which you might be understood, should set forth an understanding of you, one is still far removed from you. For the highest wall separates you from all these, and secludes you from everything that can be said or thought, because you are absolute from all the things that can fall within any concept. Nicholas of Cusa, 1453.
Yeah, that quote made about as much sense as all the other ones, but just to say almost none. Okay, what do we got here? Entrance puzzle. That seems pretty straightforward. Oh. I think I know what's happening here. These are puzzles that are going to be different depending on where you're standing. Like this green and this purple are that way right now, but if I stand somewhere else and look in at it, well, like through one of these colored tempered glass pieces, then all of a sudden the puzzle is different. Like here it's green and red. Now it's like all these other colors. Yeah, the different colors have to be kept separate. Is there a... like I can't actually get in these places. That door is barred. Doesn't seem to be another way in. I have to do all these puzzles before this door opens. That might allow me to get this door open here. Just a bit different. This puzzle seems fairly obvious. It's the different colors have to be kept separate puzzle all over again, except with more colors. Got it crossed here again. What if I try this? This looks even more wrong than before. I have to find a way to get this. Oh, that's right, because this has to be. Of course, everything looks different through these different colored lenses. Like these puzzles all of a sudden are different. They're like red, white, and green rather than those colors. Oh, yeah, so these things look... Just doing this as is, it'll be like, oh my god, I can't do this, because it's like... There's too many different colors. Instead, you do this. And all of a sudden it's an easier puzzle. Well, I'm getting really tired and it's getting late, so we're going to call this an episode. Thank you all for watching, and join me next time for more The Internet Witnesses Urza Playing the Witness, in which we will finish all of these puzzles here in this weird color-coded room area thing. And then hopefully go back to that tower thing and try to suss out what some of the puzzles there actually do. And oh my. It's weird. All of a sudden, whenever I see a circle, my immediate reaction is to try to click on it. Okay, anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. So long and good night.